Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Bommer 5010-405-600 plain bearing 5 knuckle full mortise wide throw steel base 4x5 removable pin primed hinge. That's what this Bommer hinge looks like. Let's dissect the part number. First of all, 5010 is representative of their standard wide throw hinge. The -405 is a reference to the size. It's 4 inch by 5 inch. Let's go over that now. On wide throw hinges, on full mortise hinges, the height is always going to be first. So this hinge would be properly called 4 inch by 5 inch, meaning it's 4 inch high and 5 inch wide. Okay. The -600 is a reference to the fact that this is a prime coat hinge. Just a steel base hinge, okay, with a prime coat on it, intended to be painted. Available in several different finishes and lots of different options. We'll talk about that in a moment. The 5010 is a full mortise hinge. You can see from the swag on the hinge leaves that when the door is closed and the hinge is mortised flush to the edge of the door and to the frame, that would be a proper installation for it. The hinge has got a swag on the leaves, so that when the leaves are parallel, it's just the margin between the door and frame that would be existing, and that's very typical. The leaf thickness on this is 130 thousandths, which is typical for a commercial grade 4 inch hinge. Okay, it's possible that if you've got residential doors, that your leaf thickness could be thinner. So keep that in mind when you're buying these. You might have to contend with mortising deeper your door and frame. Maybe not. You might. It's about 130 thousandths. Okay. The 5010 is also representative of the fact that it is a 5 knuckle hinge. That's pretty self-explanatory. And of course, every variant of, not every variant, but every combination of height and width are available. 3.5 by 5 all the way up to 5 by 8. Custom sizes even bigger. Can be special ordered. They generally are exponentially more expensive. Options on this hinge typically are corners. This is obviously a square corner hinge. You can get it with a radius corner, either 1/4 or 5/8. Reach out to us if you need help with that. You can get ball bearing. Okay, you can get 3 knuckle. You can get concealed bearing. You can get a variety of security pin features to make the pin non-removable. Right now, this is just a removable pin. The tips, this is a typical button tip. You can get urn tip, decorative tips, urn, ball, steeple. Those are common. Got a button tip top and bottom. And of course, a variety of different finishes are available. This is considered a template pattern, which is standard. You're going to get with this screws and a complementary finish, which means they're just going to be primed. Wood screws and metal screws. Okay. There is a link below this video to the cut sheet showing everything important dimensionally about the locations of the screws. So you can review that at your leisure, along with references to other variants of this hinge. In particular, you can get it in this is a steel base. You can get a couple of non-ferrous bases like brass or bronze, and then of course stainless steel. Okay. If you're considering a wide throw hinge, you might also need to think about extended lip strike plates, because wide throw hinges, and a hinge like this is going to pick you up about an additional 1 inch of clearance. These are used in a couple of primary situations. Either when your door is inset deeper into the frame, and you need the additional room to help get the door out of the frame, or you've got unusually thick treatment to the pull side of the door, casing, shutters, whatever you might have, where you need a greater clearance. Because this is when measured wide, it's 1 inch wider than a typical 4x4 hinge. It would give you an additional clearance. But of course, when it's the door is closed, you're only kicking out your axis of pivoting just a 1/2 inch further off of a standard 4 inch hinge. So extended lip strikes might be something you need to look into too. Bommer, a full line manufacturer of all things hinge related, comprehensive line. And the last thing I'd like to point out to you is the Bommer logo, and right above it, it says Made in USA, a fact that Bommer is quite proud of, as am I to be a distributor of theirs. If you have any questions on the Bommer 5010 405-600, wide throw, plain bearing, prime coat, steel base, or any other Bommer product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.